Hi everyone, it's Beth. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy you're here. And you know what? I am just not really feeling my hair today, and that is okay. So we all have good hair days, and we all sometimes feel like we're just fed up with our hairstyle, and that's natural, that's normal, it's part of the human experience if you have hair. And right now, I'm not feeling mine. It's been almost 4 weeks now since I've had my last haircut, and I usually go about every 4 to 5 weeks. And it's starting to get to that point where I'm noticing things that get on my nerves and it doesn't exactly lay the way I want it to. And my number one goal on here is to be honest and real with everyone here and make this a space where people can be honest and real and feel supported and encouraged all the while. So I'm being real with you. Not loving it today, and it's been annoying. And look at these sides. I mean, these are starting to grow. When it gets to where this part is long and it's getting over my ears, it's a sensory thing, starts getting on my nerves. The way that it's laying today, you know what? It just looks a little flat. When it gets long like this, the layers don't stick the way that they do early on. It's either way too poofy, or the way it lays, it's so flat, sometimes it just loses a little bit of its shape. Natural, again, because I'm wearing a style, and if you have a pixie like mine, you're wearing a style that is cut to lay a certain way, and you realize when it's time for haircuts. Now again, that's something I'm still getting used to. Really, it took me within this last year to get to the point that I got my haircut schedule and figured out exactly how I liked it. And it's good to know what that is for yourself and how to maintain it the way that you enjoy. But it is still something that's semi-new to me. So if you're in the same boat, you're not alone. I'm gonna actually include some pictures back in this so we can talk about, even on my days where I do start to get annoyed with it and I feel like it's time to go back to the salon, it's a million times better than it was about this time last year, because really I had not learned how to upkeep it yet. If you haven't seen my short about that, you should watch it, because it humbles me, not you. For you, maybe it makes you feel just not alone in this journey if you're trying to walk it yourself for the first time. I did my best to trim it up between cuts, but I just was in the process of trying to find a hairdresser that I wanted to have for the long term, trying to figure out how short I actually was willing to go with the hair. I was kind of scared and nervous at trims, but it would go too short and I wouldn't like how I looked with it. So there were so many factors going on. But even now, with the cut that I have, that I love, and it's my favorite one that I've had so far, and I actually know how I like to maintain it now, you still have days, especially towards that, about last week mark before you actually go and get your refresh trim, that you may not be 100% happy with it. That doesn't mean that you hate your short hair, you're giving up on it, or that it is not the style that works for you anymore. You don't have to totally throw in the towel. It just means that maybe it's time for that refresh, or maybe the way that you had styled it that day didn't really work out the way you wanted to, or maybe you wore your hat earlier and it flattened it out. Whatever the factor is that led to the results, it's okay, and it is normal to feel that way. And tomorrow you may wake up feeling totally different, because sometimes whatever that factor is, you can fix it and then the next day be fine with it. So don't give up. I just want to share a little bit of relatability and let you know that not every single day you're gonna feel like it might look its 100% best. It is just hair. It's an addition to you. It is not you. It is not your entire looks and your entire presentation and your entire confidence. And I know that I really encourage confidence on here with your looks and you being naturally you. But that is because you being naturally you is just an outward representation of you in here, and it all really comes from the inner source. So don't be discouraged with the hair, and don't be too consumed with it either if you are rocking it, and don't make it all you're about. So there's a good balance there, there's a healthy balance there, and I'm excited to be with you guys as we continue to figure that out together, and hopefully can encourage some newbies on the journey too, that it is definitely something to embrace with confidence, but also know that your hairstyle, or exactly how you outwardly present yourself as far as physical appearance goes, it doesn't make up who you are on the inside. It's just a nice way to get to represent it. Some things are in our control, and then some things are out of our control. If you haven't watched my hair journey video, you can go back to that and learn a little bit more about my journey with some things that were out of my control that helped propel me into the decision to ultimately cut my hair to this type of pixie cut length. It was a mixture of factors that were in my control and out of my control. And some things we can have choice over, some we can't. And I hope that you feel like you have the support you need to make the decisions that work for you. It's what we're here for. And just some encouragement for you on the good days and the bad, to know that you have a place to come to get some advice, or just have somebody to listen or to talk with, and maybe get some resources. And now for your viewing pleasure, some pictures that I have that are from some really, really pretty bad hair days. So feast your eyes, have a laugh. I do when I look back at those also, and just know that it's part of the process. We learn, we grow. That's the whole reason that I started this channel, was to share and hopefully encourage and just support others as I walked through how I've learned and have grown and changed immensely from the inside out, honestly, over the past several years. And this is one aspect of that. So we're growing together. I love that. And thanks for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, engaging with me, watching my videos. It really helps out my channel a lot. And I'm working hard to make this channel, as I mentioned in a previous video, more consistent. And building up the community that you guys have done with me, and I'm super excited. We do have a community page now. If you haven't checked that out, please do. I'm going to be adding to that weekly, and the plan is multiple times a week with photos and images, polls, trivia, just questions and engagement for conversations I'd like to have. And it's a place where you can ask me anything too, and we can have some fun and continue to communicate between different video uploads. So I'm super pumped about that, and it is your support that made that happen. So thank you for that. And I really appreciate you being here as we walk along this journey together. Part of my last longer video, part of what I discussed was ditching the, I have to have everything 100% perfect before I show up mindset, ditching that. So hello from actually really good lighting, yay. But our room, where we still have some things in our house that we haven't figured out exactly where they go yet, and what we're going to do with some things. So you will see behind me some things we are keeping, some things we're trying to sell, and we'll also donate. But yeah, had good lighting. I carved out the time to film, and here I am. So thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you so much. See you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.